Let's see. Is the audio working? See if anybody's out there today. Uh-oh. Well, we're going live, testing this out. We're 3 minutes in. Just goofing around this morning. Getting used to playing with some stuff here. For any of you that haven't done this before, like me, on the right side, they have these banners. You can make your own banner. Click show. There you go. It shows up in the comments. Now I know that when you guys comment and I see it, I figured out that I could click it and it shows down there. I didn't know that before. So I've been playing with it a little bit this morning, and I noticed that they have music in here and, for background music or whatever. So I went in and I downloaded a MP3 type software to be able to manipulate stuff I used to play back in the day. And if anybody's interested when we play this back or whatever on my second day of testing live, here's one of mine from back in the day. That I recorded in my basement. This was around 2006. It's not me on the drums this time. I was playing around with guitar. See, and then I realized I could do banners, right? Okay. So there you go. Skip on guitar back in the day. That's pretty cool, right? And basement days at Pond Scum Studios. Yep. Pretty neat stuff. Here's another one right here. So I figured out I could put this stuff in here. Okay, been playing around with it this morning. Woke up to a rainy day. Now the sun's out, and I thought, just for fun, I'd go in here and play with it a little bit. Learning how to do this stuff. It's pretty cool. A lot of neat tools to play with in here. But this is the free version, so, there's not a lot. It's not a lot I can play with because it's the free version. But that's the only reason I'm live, is to test it out and play with it. It is Sunday morning. Should be at church. It's pouring rain. Not sure how many people would be on a Sunday morning. Not sure if the audio is working good or not. Got my mic right here. Let's see. We've been live for 7 minutes now. All right, let's make a new banner. Let's make it say, "Good morning, folks." And we click on it. And there it is. Not too bad. We're 8:20 in. A lot of cool stuff to play with on this live stuff with this StreamYard. It's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. If any of you guys have been thinking about trying to do a live stream, tell you what, if I can do it, pretty much anybody can do it. It takes a minute to look around and see what does what, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all, really. Yeah, let's see. You got a live counter up here on the left-hand side. You got the thing with a little eyeball. Shows how many people are watching you. Of course, right now it's 0. It's Sunday morning. I didn't think anybody'd be on Sunday morning. I wasn't sure. But I figured, what the heck, I'd give it a try. Looks like the sun's starting to come out. Looks pretty steamy out there. We're here in East Tennessee. Well, it's gone 10 minutes. 10 minutes, 14 seconds. Oops, bumped the desk. I hope everybody's doing good out there today. On this side over here, you got comments where I can see if anybody comments in. Like I said, banners that we make. You can make your own banners. Click on it anytime. Then there's a branding, which gives you a background, countdown loop, where you can count it down like this. That's pretty cool. That's under video clips. Then they have overlays that you can change your overlay. they have the background. If I didn't have a background like I do, you could have your face and your shoulders and everything in it, but there's a fake background to hide whatever's behind you. But that's this is StreamYard, and I'll tell you what, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's not hard to learn at all, really, with all the different icons and ways to set everything up in here. It's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. On this side, where the comments are, I haven't figured out yet how I can put the comments, up in here where you can read them. Haven't figured that one out yet. It's somewhere down in here where it shows like news layout, I think it's what it's called. Unless that's where you put a picture in and like you're talking and you're on the news, newscaster, I have a picture off to the side. Maybe that's what that is. I don't know. But like I said, on the comments tab, you click on that, and anybody that's in here, if they make a comment, you can click on it. Well, there it is. Hey, Maters. Let me get rid of my banner here. Maters Workshop. Good morning. Happy Sunday. I'm just goofing around again, testing out this stuff. Just goofing around, testing it out, getting to know what it is, how to use it. It looks like it's really pretty easy to use. I didn't know yesterday when I first tried this that I could pop that in down there where it shows what you're saying. But I'm a newbie. Trying this stuff out. I hope your morning is good. Let's see. In playing with this, okay. Oh, good morning, GTO Speed Channel. Checking in with you. I'm working today, so I can't stay long. Well, hey, I appreciate you just popping in, man. I appreciate it. Is that a Mach 5 up here? Yep, sure is. Mach 5. Yep. Buck does it. Hey, Buck. I'm playing around with it again, buddy. I'm just messing around, trying to learn stuff. I learned how to do a banner and put it in there like that. Yeah, see? My little pea brain's learning stuff. I learned how to put in some background music. It's actually my guitar. Uh-oh. Is that messing up? JB, how you doing, JB? Did you get that transmission done in the rain? That sucks, dude. I know. What you got, Maters? Yeah, good morning, gentlemen. Good morning. Oh, okay. No, it's today. I'm goofing around. Just trying to learn how this all works. I hope everybody's doing okay this morning. Mater's Workshop saying hi to everybody. Got rained out, going back at it in a few. Man, it was pouring here this morning, JB. It was raining like crazy, and now the sun's out. But it's probably going to be hot. My guitar gently weeps. Well, back in 2006, I recorded some stuff in my little basement setup that I had. And let's see. This was one of them. Now, I downloaded a thing for music this morning, and I just chopped it up into 30 seconds of some of the guitar I used to do. Here's one of them. Hanscom Studios. That's what we used to call it. I'm not sure if it'll rain here again, but oh. All right, guys. See this gentleman here? I don't know how to pronounce that. Otepi. That is my old boss from down in Florida. At the News Gazette newspaper. We started working together, geez, in the 80s. Back in the 80s. In the art department. And then he went on to be the circulation manager, and I was his assistant. Long time, man, long time. How you doing, Charlie? You know, I heard my phone ringing a little bit ago. Was that you? I'm learning how to do this, guys. I'm slowly but surely, I'm learning how to do all this stuff with this YouTube. Working out the bugs. So what's on everybody's agenda today? What are you up to? I was going to jump in the old 66 and go meet up with a couple of guys for lunch, a couple of car guys that I know. But 70% chance of rain, they said, never mind, we're not going to do it. So, guess I'll clean the shop today. Well, according to the thing here, we got 3 people watching. I don't know who's still in here, though. I'm new to this. I've never done this but one time before, and that was yesterday morning. It is pretty cool, though. Anybody that's, looking to do a live stream, this StreamYard's pretty easy to use. You working on the CRUDA today, Buck? Hey, Mikes Carhole. How you doing, buddy? What's up? Good morning. Happy Sunday. It was you on the phone. Okay. I'll call you back here in a little bit, Charlie. Takes time to learn it all. Yeah. Well, I'm trying to put in the time, and figure it out. Working on the CRUDA before the rain gets here. Yeah, you got to pull it outside, right? That's why I can do lives. Mark's Garage. How you doing, Mark's Garage? Good morning. Happy Sunday. I appreciate y'all coming in here. I'm totally new at this, so totally new. Just learning how to do it. Oh, okay, Charlie. What is it? Otepi? Otepi is a foreign word for ferret. I remember you used to have a lot of ferrets. This is pretty cool, guys. This StreamYard. It really is. Yep, Buck says yes, outside to keep the dust out there. I screwed up the other day, Buck, when I was working on my air conditioner piece that goes in the back window, to replace the window in the van. I did the body work just inside the garage. I shouldn't have done that. I had a lot of dust to blow out. I had a mess, but I got it all cleaned up. I'll be putting that back in the van here pretty soon. But that CUDA is looking good, Buck. And that brace you did up inside, and how it tightened everything up, dude, nice. Nice. Oh. What time? What do we got? Oh, we're 23 minutes in. Still got 4 folks in here, it shows. Mikes Carhole, how you doing, buddy? We're doing good. We're doing good here at the Dark Hollow Garage. I'm just playing around with the live again, trying to learn more about it. I finally learned how to put everybody down in there when they comment. Learned how to do banners and stuff. Yes, glad I did the brace. Man, that made all the difference in the world in that roof. Smash that like button. I appreciate that. I'm new, guys. I'm new. Just figuring it all out. Yeah. I never know what time to live stream because everybody, there's live streams, it seems like every hour on the hour in the evening. So, don't know when to do it. I'm usually kind of busy in the evening, so it's harder for me to get on. It's easier for me to do this in the morning. Easier to do it in the morning. I don't have much plans for today. I guess I got to clean some of the shop up. I cleaned up my mess from making that air conditioner insert for my van. It is pretty cool. Like I was telling Buck before, seeing you guys doing your live streams and you're looking over here and you're looking over here. Now I see why you're doing it. Here's one of the banners I made for using in the morning. So what's everybody's plans for today? What are you up to? I know Buck's working on the car before it rains. Got a cool drag race CUDA. If you haven't checked out his stuff, Charlie, I don't know if you're into watching YouTube stuff, but there's a guy called Buck Does It. Check his channel. He likes to work on his cars. He's got a CUDA, drag race CUDA he's rebuilding that he bought. What is this? I have some car work to do myself. Okay. Road trip? Where you road tripping to, JB? Do you want some help with StreamYard? I might need some, I'll tell you. You know, how do you guys do where the comments show up on the replay? You know, like when this ends and then, you know, you go to watch it, you can see everybody's comments in the replay. You coming over to East Tennessee, JB? You gonna be in my area, buddy. I'm over in Pigeon Forge area. What car work are you doing today? Mikes? Engine work or body work or something? Or what you got going on? East Tennessee. If you were over here closer, JB, I'd be running over there helping you put that transmission in. I surely would. Well, we're down to 3 folks in here now. We're at 27 minutes. It is pretty cool. Mater's Workshop, if you're still there. I learned how to do, you know, the banners and stuff like that. Mikes Carhole. Doing a fuel pump and filter on my Evo 8. Need to fix the gauges on my square body Suburban. Ooh, square body Suburban. That's a nice ride right there. Down at the bottom, there's an invite tab. Let's see here. Click on that. Let's see. Down at the bottom, there's an invite tab. If you click it on it and then copy, you can right click to put it into chat. Let's see. Down at the bottom, there's an invite tab. Yep, I see it. If you click on it and then copy, you can right click to put it in chat. Copy, right click. I'm not sure I'm seeing how that works. I'll have to look at that. Thank you very much. Got an LS swapped Suburban. Nice and trustworthy, right? What's JB doing? The trash truck is a piece of cake to put the trans in. The Blazer is a nightmare. Oh, that's right, because it's 4-wheel drive, right? What do you got here? Need to add my helper bags to it. Oh, on the rear? On that Suburban? Uh-oh, lost my mouse. My mouse quit working. There, it's back. JB, so have you looked at either one of those transmissions yet? Have you had time to inspect them or anything? Yep, airbags on the back. My old 66, kind of old school. It's got air shocks on it. It doesn't really need it, but you know, sometimes I load up to go to a car show and she starts to sag down in the back. So I go ahead and put a little air in it and get it back up. What is this? After you copy, normal click in chat, then right click to paste in chat. Okay, let's see. After you copy, normal click. In chat, then right click to paste in the chat. I must have done something wrong. JB's Little Shop. What'd you say? Yeah, we're messing with the 90 trans. The guy said he knew it was a good one. Yeah, I remember what's his name saying that one was for parts and one was good. Mikes Carhole. What we got here? Currently have air shocks. Wanted the bag set up though. Yeah, it's probably more trustworthy than an air shock. Blowing air shock lines and stuff. It did it. Okay. Let's see. So I guess that link right there is showing on you guys' end, or that's what's going to cause it to come in, Mark or Mike? Okay. Cool. Yeah, Mike, I'm brand new, buddy. I'm as green as the grass on this stuff. Never done this except for yesterday. Then I kind of like self-taught myself some stuff this morning playing around over coffee. What we got in here? We got shows. We got 4 people in here. We're at 33 minutes of my goofing around. What is that? Yeah. And when he pops up, you hit his icon and add to stream. Hit his icon. Okay. Now, on this invite down here, is that how you invite somebody to join in on your live? Is that what that is about down there? If you click on me at the bottom, I can join. Oh. Click on you. Oh, I see. Oh. Okay. Like I said, man, I'm stupid. I'm green today. Okay.
There you go.
There. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
No problem. You just learned how to do something.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my God, look at that.
Yep.
That is too cool. How you doing this morning, buddy?
Pretty good. Had a little bit of rain this morning for about 10 minutes.
Okay, we did too.
See, you learned how to. That's what I was trying to say. Is like you have to go in there at the bottom and click on the invite, and then you
Okay.
copy it, and then if you want just anybody and everybody to be able to come up, you go over to the chat area, and then normal click on that. Do a right click, you can paste it in there. That way you put it up there.
Okay,
Now,
so that's an invite to you guys?
right.
Okay.
And now if you go over to where, it shows the link and everything, if you go there, you should see like 3 dots pop up. If you click on those 3 little dots next to where it says Skips Dark Hollow and the link,
Oh, okay.
okay, 3 dots should pop up. If you click on that, you can actually, it should give you the option to pin that at the very top. That way it stays up there.
Oh. Now, how do I get it to show your name on your screen?
Just take, take off the highlighted message. Like where you got Otepi on there. If you just take that where it's not blue on the StreamYard side, it'll put your
Okay.
name and mine up.
Oh.
Nope, wrong way.
Okay, let's see here.
See?
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So I just can't have them highlighted on that side and then we
Right.
pop back up.
Right.
Man, you're good at this stuff.
All I've been doing StreamYard in live streams for over 2 years now.
I've seen you on some of them. Yeah.
I've been on several other channels, and like I said, I've been doing this for over 2 years now. So I think I might know a thing or two about it.
Yep. I'm brand new. I'm green as the grass.
Now, one thing I would suggest is there are some things you can do in StreamYard you can't do in YouTube side, but you can only, and it's vice versa.
Say that
So,
again?
well, there are certain things you can do in the StreamYard side that you can't do in the YouTube side.
Okay.
And like I said, now it's also vice versa. It's like you can only do it in the YouTube side, you can't do in StreamYard. And what I like doing is I get the whenever I'm doing it, whenever I get it set up, I always make sure I've got the YouTube side muted. Then I do a pop-out chat. Okay. I actually make my screen smaller and everything. Actually, tell you what, let me go in here and redo all this. I'll turn my camera around, that way you can see what I'm talking about.
Oh, cool.
Keep everything from wanting to fall. Okay, so there we are. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the mouse and everything, the cursor, where I got that. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's got the side by side on there. And all I'm doing is I'm left clicking and moving that over, minimizing the screen. Okay. And then I'm coming up over here and I'm going to open up that tab, which is the YouTube side. And then up here, you got the 3 little dots next to a top chat. See if I can. And then click on that. And second one down, it says pop out chat. Click on that. And then you can just take that pop out chat, move it over, and get it to the right size that you want over there and everything.
Man,
And
you're slick.
then you just come back over to StreamYard, and now you've got the StreamYard chat and the YouTube chat going.
So you have to have the YouTube one muted so that it doesn't backfeed or something, or what?
Right. Otherwise, you're going to get an echo.
Okay.
But this way, so you can't put like here on the StreamYard side, it won't show. It will show the links that you just put up, but you can't do anything with it. But see now, like all the comments, you can highlight everything on the StreamYard side, but you can't do that over on YouTube.
Okay.
But like I said, if you go over here to where, like right here on your the link, try and get it where you can see the mouse, but you got the 3 little dots.
Yeah.
I can't do it, but you could. But if you click on it, see if I click on the 3 little dots, this is report or block. Well, I don't want to do that. But if you do it, it should be highlighted where you can pin it at the very top.
On mine, it shows put user in timeout or ban user.
On yours, it shouldn't.
Yeah, I've only got StreamYard. I don't have any of the YouTube live stuff.
Well, like see now, if you had the YouTube side itself out like I've got,
Yeah.
then you can do that. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. There's stuff you can do on the YouTube side that you can't do on StreamYard, and vice versa. You can't highlight someone's comment on the YouTube, but you can on StreamYard.
Okay. Now on the replay of this, I noticed on some replays of lives that you can read what everybody's talking about.
Right.
On a replay.
You have to actually get that set up before doing the live.
Oh.
Okay. So when you're doing it, you actually have to go into the YouTube studio, and give you all the stuff to uh, uh, the prompts and everything, to where you can have the replay show up or not.
And that's only in YouTube, not StreamYard?
Right, it's only on the YouTube side.
Okay. That's
So
why I can't find it.
right, that's why you have to do it, but you have to do it before you go live.
Okay. So it's all in the preset before you hit go live.
Correct. There's a lot of things you can do before doing a live stream, and that will show up once you do go live.
Okay.
You can actually put in there, like for me, I've had problems with what we call trolls. It's
Okay.
basically someone coming in and trying to cause a problem, which is common with the YouTube and everything. You can actually get it to where someone has to be a subscriber for so much time before they can actually leave a comment.
Oh, is that a setting?
Yeah, it's a setting in there, but you have to do that before you go live.
Okay. And that's all on the YouTube side of it.
Correct.
Okay. I haven't even played with that yet. I need to look into that.
Right. Like I said, it's something that you would have to do beforehand.
Okay. Okay. That's cool stuff.
Yep.
Hey,
Hopefully,
I'm learning every day, aren't I?
I'm hoping I'm able to, teach you something there.
Oh, dude, thank you for coming in today. And look what you've already taught me. That's awesome.
Hey, I don't mind. I mean, I don't mind trying to help someone that is getting started at it. I
I'm
mean,
brand new.
hey, I'll admit I'm still learning some of the stuff. And I would appreciate if there's something I don't know, I appreciate if someone shows me.
Well, yeah, you got to learn every day.
Right.
I'm finding this actually pretty fun, actually. I mean, I'm 59 years old, not all that computer savvy, but getting in here and playing with it this morning and yesterday also, it was
Yeah.
pretty cool playing around with it and figuring out what made what do what. It was pretty neat.
Oh, you ain't much older than me then.
No?
Nope.
All right.
Probably
I
less than
feel old.
probably less than a year.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm 58.
So what, 63?
I'm 65.
No, the year.
65.
65. Okay.
Yeah. All right, so you're a little bit
Oh, I
over.
went backwards.
So you're a little bit old. You're a little bit more than. Yeah, you're a little bit more than a year older.
Okay. Yeah. Old April is 64 for me.
Okay, you're April 64. I'm February 65. So you're 10 months older.
10 months.
About 10 months. Yep. So less than a year. Okay.
I feel like 5 years.
I always say, hey, I may be getting older, but my mind refuses to grow up.
Same here. I got, there's days where you feel old, and then there's days where it's like you still feel like you're 30.
My mind still says I'm 17.
17?
Yeah.
Okay. That's going way back. I kind of
Yep.
remember when I was 17.
Oh, I remember
You remember it?
somewhat. That's been years ago, but I still remember some of the crazy stuff I got into back then. Of course, there's no documentation of it because there wasn't the internet.
Yeah, right.
But
Oh, look at this. I could teach you both a few things with StreamYard.
that's fine. I mean, if Mike wants to do that,
I'm in,
he might be able to show me something I don't know.
right? He could show me everything I don't know. I mean, you just showed me everything that I didn't know already, too. So,
Well, I mean, it's like there was a thing where I didn't know how to do it, and because I've seen people, they were putting stuff up on the screen. It's like, well, how do you do that? And they told me how to do it. And like, wow, I didn't know that. So now it's like I can go actually out there and put something up on the screen that I have control over.
Okay, Mike says he's currently playing babysitter. Got to wait till the wife wakes up.
Yep.
And my wife just got up a little bit ago.
My girlfriend just went to church. She's actually going delivering some stuff. We have a benefit that's coming up for someone that they lost their house in a fire.
Oh,
And I do woodworking stuff also.
okay.
I made a planter box out of some cedar pickets.
Okay.
I made you seen those wooden crates at Walmart? They want like $15 for it.
Yeah.
I'm make those, but mine are made much better quality. And then I made a wooden birdhouse. All those are getting donated to help raise money for them.
Fantastic.
Yep.
Did you hear about what was it back 2017 when Gatlinburg all caught on fire over here in Tennessee?
Yeah. Talk about really having the Smoky Mountains.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I was working for Harley at the time, and it was like this yellowish orange haze in the air, and the fires were in Gatlinburg. I'm in Pigeon Forge, and it still had that weird yellow orange haze.
Yep.
It was everywhere.
So that's why it would explain why you've got the Harley oil up there.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I was a service manager there for a decade, and kind of just decided to go out on my own and do my powder coating. And I like being able to just work in the shop. It's just me and the radio and my project.
Right.
And just, powder coating I only do it for local stores so that I only have to deal with the store managers and no general public.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, I've got a FXDWG.
Do you?
Yep.
Okay. Wide glide?
Yep.
What year?
11.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Second year after redesign.
Does it get the monoshock in it?
Mm.
No?
Talking about the single in the back?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. So it was before that.
Yeah. Now, when they went to the monoshock, that's when they switched everything over to Softail. And of course, the Wide Glide was one of the dynos that didn't even keep production. They dropped the Wide Glide totally.
They had just come out with that monoshock when I left Harley. So anything after that, I really don't know what they're up to.
Right. Well, 17 was actually, they dropped the dyno lineup after 17. So 17 was actually the last year for a dyna. And the ones that they did keep, they switched them over to the Softail platform.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's when I left, when the dyno was a Softail.
Right. Yeah. And the Wide Glide, they actually did away with.
They did.
But there were some of the dynos that they actually switched over to the Softail setup. And like I said, the Wide Glide was nope.
Huh.
Now I did have a 12 Tri-Glide, but unfortunately, being out of work and everything, I couldn't afford the payment, so it got repoed. But I was having mechanical problems with that thing. That thing never got the fuel mileage Harley said it should.
Mm.
Harley says it's supposed to have gotten like 38, and I was lucky if I got 30 out of it.
You know what? That's a common complaint.
Is it?
Yep.
And I even put a tuner on there. I went with the what's that? Fuel Pack FP3.
Oh, that's not a Harley one then.
No, it's not a Harley tuner, but it's a different tuner for it. But I put it on there. It had the whoever had the bike before me, they actually did away with the stock air cleaner setup. They went with the higher flow, and then I got rid of the stock slip-ons and actually went with some. Was it the CRX? I don't remember the brand, but I put those on because they were more of a straight flow through,
Mm-hmm.
better sounding, and did all that adjustment to the tuner, and it still didn't help.
Well, sometimes it really takes a guy in the dyno room that knows exactly how to open it up and manipulate each little part of it to
Right.
really get the best out of it. And there's not a lot of dyno guys know how to do that.
Well, the biggest problem for me was finding someone that had a dyno that could put the trike on it.
There's one in Kentucky.
I,
It used to be Wildcat Harley.
well, since I'm here in Texas, I'm a little bit south of
Oh,
Dallas. The closest one for me was Waco Harley.
okay.
The only problem was I think they said about $750 to put it on their dyno.
Yeah,
And
that's ridiculous.
I'm going, okay. I mean, I'm spending $400 on this tuner, and yet I got to pay another $750 for them to dyno tune it.
That must have been their hourly shop rate based on a 4-hour shot of dyno time.
I got no idea. It's like I can't afford that. It's like,
No.
that's out of my price range.
Man, I ended up selling my bike. I had an 07 Road King, and towards the end of my working for Harley, I didn't even ride the thing. It had an expired tag on it. I hadn't touched it, and I thought, you know what? If I'm not going to ride it, I might as well just sell it.
Yeah. Well, I've
And
still
I
got
sold it within 2 days.
well, the white glide I still have. It's paid for and everything, so I don't have to worry about that. But the main reason why I got the Tri-Glide is I've gone on cruises out of Galveston, and I would love to have been able to take the bike down there for a cruise. Well, for a 7-day cruise, there's not enough room on the bike for all the luggage you need plus a passenger.
Right.
I mean, I've gone to the rock rally and everything, and I've no problem with me on my bike and then someone else on their bike. But yeah, the Tri-Glide, I felt more comfortable being stable to have a passenger, and also it had the room for carrying that much luggage. And I ran across a good deal on that 12.
Now, on your Tri-Glide, were you tripping the reverse breaker all the time?
Sometimes it would trip, and actually I rebuilt the reverse motor on it, because it basically stopped working.
Yeah.
And actually had to replace the switch and everything on the handlebar. And then once I would do that, I could push the button all day long, it wouldn't do anything.
Right. Yeah, we used to keep at least 5 of them in stock, the reverse motors. But a lot of times the people they'd be going forward and they'd just do a reverse action to it and it would kick it. It would kick the breaker.
Right.
Because you had to wait like a 30-second span before you hit the reverse after going forward.
Right.
Or it would trip the breaker.
Well, I know on mine, what I would have to do is I'd have to make sure I was in neutral before doing that.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I made sure I was in neutral before I even pushed the button to hit for reverse.
Well, that could have been what was causing people to trip the breakers too. They didn't jump it into neutral real quick before they hit the reverse. They pulled the clutch in.
Right. Now, for me, the first reason I replaced the switch on it is I was backing up one day and I hit the button like normal. I let off of it and it was still staying engaged.
Oh.
Like, whoa. It's like I'm trying to stop it and everything. And finally, I shut the bike off. It's like, okay, started back up, no problem.
Okay.
And then, like I said, I had that problem where I pushed the button and nothing would happen after replacing that switch. And then it's like, okay, I knew I had that reverse engine, the motor and everything that was gone. I got a rebuild kit for it.
Yep.
And because the fact that it was about $600, I think $600 or $700 just for the reverse motor itself from Harley.
Yep.
A rebuild kit I got for about $100.
Yep.
And I wound up doing it. As a matter of fact, I got the video of me rebuilding it. and put it on there, and it worked for a while. Then it just stopped.
Hmm.
But one of the problems I found out when I took it apart was one of the brushes inside, because there's four of them, but one of the brushes was actually stuck in the open position.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, did the rebuild kit, did it come with the brushes?
Yeah. It
Okay.
came with all that.
All right.
And
Yeah,
like I said,
that reverse, when they came out with that and it was electric, well, working there, we were totally surprised to see when that Tri-Glide first came out that reverse was an electric motor.
yep.
We thought for sure it was going to be a shifter or something down there, in the transmission on the left side. They just pop it back and go in reverse, and instead it's an electric button.
Well, you actually got some, I don't remember who it is, but someone actually does have a mechanical reverse
Yeah.
for the bikes.
Yep. And that's on the right side.
Yep.
The handle's on the right side.
And
I've
you
actually,
right,
huh?
because you can actually shift it into, it actually is either in reverse or forward.
Yeah.
So weird thing about it is if you put it in reverse, if you got a 6-speed bike, you've actually got 6 speeds going backwards.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's reversing the gears and everything in the transmission.
Yeah, the dealer that I worked at, they didn't do very much aftermarket stuff at all
Right.
because it wasn't warrantyable. You couldn't make sure that you could take care of the customer if that aftermarket part broke. And those transmission shifters were great, for reverse, but
Right.
we didn't do any of those where I was at. And we were a heavy traveler store. It was just covered up in travelers. We didn't have a whole lot of local stuff. Just people riding over here to ride the mountains and then having a problem.
Well, I know for me, I've got a place that I go to more for parts if I need it, and it's not even an actual Harley shop, but that's the main thing they specialize in. Because when I first got the white glide, it's like, okay, I gotta get the oil change. And I was like, I had no idea how to work on bikes at that time.
Okay.
First bike ever having, and everything is like, okay, what do I do? And then I started checking around. I checked with Harley, and I think it was like $400 to do an oil change on it.
God.
I'm going, okay, this is going to be more expensive than I thought it was going to be. Because I'm used to $30, $40 for on a car.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, holy crap.
Hell, that's not even that cheap nowadays for a car.
And then I checked with, there's a shop over in a town about 20 miles from here. I checked with them. I think they were like at $275.
What
It's
was their
like,
hourly rate?
I don't remember at that time. And then I checked with the place I'm dealing with now, and he told me, oh, like 150.
Huh.
And it's like an hour drive from here. It's like, okay, so I get an hour drive. I know the engine's gonna be good and hot. And it's like got over there and it's like $125 with
Okay.
everything. So everything was like $125. And then I learned how to do a three hole oil change myself. So I basically just go get everything myself and do it.
Right.
And it comes out a lot cheaper.
When I first had a Dyna, I forget what year, it was 97 convertible, Dyna convertible. You remember those?
Nope.
And you don't remember the convertible Dyna?
No, I went into them back in 97.
It came with a removable windshield and removable saddlebags from the factory.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was called a Dyna convertible.
Huh.
And I bought it used, and I had never worked on that type before. I was back in the shovel head stuff and the iron head stuff. And I actually went to the Harley and got a Harley shop service manual for it. And I'll tell you what, it told you everything you needed to know.
Yep. That's just like me. I got the service manual for mine.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, really, I didn't know all that.
Yep, that was before I started working at Harley. And then when I was working there and I was a service manager, I just told the guys, hey, pull my bike in and change oil.
But like, yeah, working on motorcycles are easy now. I was like, I've learned a lot on how to work on them. It's like, okay. I mean, right now I've got my white glide up on the lift because I'm trying to get the front tire changed.
Okay.
I found a guy through Facebook Marketplace. I picked up a takeoff for like $40.
Take off what?
Tire.
It had good tread on it?
Yeah. And it's about a year or two old.
Okay.
Yep.
That's perfect.
He actually had three different ones. Uh, one of them was about 13 years old and dry rot. It's like, nope, nope, nope. I'm not getting that one. And I forget what the other one was. There was something wrong with it. And then the one I wound up getting is like, you can still see the little
Yeah.
nip and
Okay.
everything coming off of it. It's like, okay, doesn't have many miles on it. And like I said, about a year or two old.
One of the things I hated being working in a traveling store, we had mostly all travelers, is when they'd pull in and they needed a back tire because the cords are actually showing all the way around. Okay. You could see where they've already gone through 3 sets of them. And then we tell them, well, it'll be about 4 hours before we can get you in. And then they just chew us out. And then I have to ask them, why didn't you, before you even went on vacation, why didn't you get this done? So that you wouldn't have this problem. They said, well, our dealer's 2 weeks out. Okay, then why are you giving me crap about 4 hours then? And it was every day. Every day. I got so tired of it.
Well, if they get cords showing, there's something going on that's causing that. One,
Well, it was
be,
in the middle of the tire.
well, it could be just time and everything, but you should always inspect them before going on a trip like that.
Hell
And
yeah.
and I mean, there's other places besides a Harley dealer you can actually go to get some. I mean, I've got one, like I said, an hour away.
Yeah.
And he's not a Harley dealer, but he works on specifically Harleys. Now he will work on other bikes, other makes,
Right.
more specific on Harley.
That's a good shop.
Yeah. And I said I've dealt with them. Matter of fact, the slip-ons I put on that trike, I actually picked them up from him for like $150, and they were normally like about 400, like either $450 for brand new.
Okay.
And like someone, I guess, got them and they didn't like them, so they took them off and took them over to him to sell them. And I picked them up for like $150.
There you go. Heck, the set of tires on a bike now is almost $1,000.
Well, I've still
From
got
a
him in
dealer.
right now. He does have a layaway, so one thing helps. I still got a set of brand new tires and rims. Someone had gone out and bought a new Tri-Glide. They didn't like the rims and tires that were on it, so they literally took all that off and went and got aftermarket.
Okay.
And they literally brought tires, rims, and everything to him and sold them. And I actually got both rear tires for the trike with rims and tires and everything for I think $250.
Really?
Yeah,
Rims and tires.
rims and tires like $250.
That was a steal right there.
And you think, it's like that's the main reason why I jumped on it.
Yeah.
And my plan was to I wound up getting a receiver hitch with the wiring harness for that trike.
That's one thing that will flag your VIN for warranty on any
Yep.
Harley Davidson.
Well,
Putting a hitch on it.
I didn't buy mine from Harley, so I didn't have the Harley warranty on it at the time.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to worry about it. But I checked around, and for a receiver hitch and wiring harness, I was looking at about $600.
Okay.
Okay. I checked with this guy here and told him what I was looking for. He goes, yeah, I've got one of the receiver hitches. I asked him how much. He told me. I says, okay, how much for a wiring harness to go with it? He goes, it has a wiring harness.
Okay.
$150 just for the receiver hitch and wiring harness.
Yeah.
I'm going, you got to be kidding. And it already had the what's that thing you need to keep it from if you go with LEDs from making the lights flash too fast?
Yeah.
A resistor.
Yeah.
It had one of those in the wiring harness already.
Well, that's good.
So I didn't even have to worry about buying one of those.
Yeah.
Um,
I think Drag Specialty sold a bunch of those things to stop them from blinking fast.
Yep.
With the LED.
Yep. And but you know, the whole idea was to have a trailer and everything behind it.
Yep.
I was actually in there one day. He actually had the complete or just a shell of a trunk for a tri-glide.
Okay.
You'll never believe how much I paid for it. Just a shell. There was no fenders on it, no door, no tour pack on it. It's just the basic shell.
And all painted and all the paint was good?
Yep.
I forget how much that used to go for because we had a rental program at one time and the wrecked bikes, we would fix them. I think they were just that little body itself was like 1,300, I think. I don't really remember.
$150.
What?
Yeah.
Well, he just wanted it out of the way, didn't he?
And he had it sitting there for almost a year.
Really?
Good. Nobody wants a tri-glide.
I remember when they first came out with that. One of my mechanics in there, his name was Mark. Boy, he hit the roof. He didn't want to work on trikes. He said, it's over. It's over. Now Harley's building trikes. Are you kidding me? Because when we had a trike come in with an aftermarket kit conversion, converting it to a trike,
Right.
We didn't touch the back part of it. We only worked on the engine forward because we didn't have any replacement parts for that aftermarket stuff.
Right.
And then Harley came out with their own trike, boy, and old Mark, he went nuts. He didn't like it at all.
I actually like the trike because to me, it's the Cadillac of all Harleys. I mean, I've gone on trips on it, and I mean, I could just set the cruise and everything on it. I got one hand up on the handlebar, and she's sitting behind me. I'm leaning up against her, and I got my elbow on her knee and everything. I'm just cruising down the highway like this.
Yep. Yep. But the trailer thing, going back to that for just a second, we had a bike that was only like 6 months old. It was a two-wheeler, it was a bagger. I think it was a road glide. It was a red road glide, if I remember right. And one of the top dogs from Harley was there.
Right.
And he was walking through the store, doing his little report on us or whatever you wanted to call it. And he come walking through my shop. And he looked over and it caught his eye and he stopped. And he pulled out his little notepad and he walked right up to the frame and wrote the VIN number down. And I was like, what's the matter? What are you doing? He said, well, that's flagged. There's no warranty on this bike anymore, not with that hitch on it. And he walked away.
Yep.
So we tried to tell people, don't do the hitch, at least not while it's in warranty, because they won't cover it.
Right.
If it's a transmission or a belt or, an issue in the driveline, they won't cover it.
There's a lot of things that if you do it aftermarket and everything for your bike, it'll void the warranty.
Yeah. Yep. Sure enough, they hated it when you used an aftermarket tuner on it when it was in warranty. You had to use the Screaming Eagle.
Right. If your bike is still under warranty, the only one that Harley will allow is Screaming Eagle.
Yeah.
That is pure and simple. If you go with the fuel pack, the FP3, that voids warranty. But if you go with the Screaming Eagle, no problem.
Well, one of the things working at Harley that I tried to impress on people when they were doing all this aftermarket stuff is, okay, now you're going to go on a trip and you're going to go across the United States. Okay. And you're going to have an issue with that fuel pack or whatever that aftermarket part is. And you're going to go into a dealer and they're not going to have the part.
Nope.
They're going to have to order it. It's going to be a week. You're going to be stuck in that town for a week for them to get the part.
Yep.
Where if you used Harley parts, at least you knew that a Harley dealer would probably have it.
Right. And that's one thing about using nothing but Harley stuff is like, yeah, I mean, if you had the Screaming Eagle tuner on there, it's like, okay, they wouldn't have a problem working on it.
Right.
And the same way with any Screaming Eagle product, because that is from Harley.
Yeah. Well, Harley's digital tech, the computer, the digital tech, they could open it up.
Yep.
But Harley's digital tech won't open up an aftermarket tuner.
Right.
It has to go to a dyno shop to get it opened up.
Yep.
Look at JB. He's still in here. Now he's saying it's next weekend if it's not raining. Is it raining over there, JB?
It must be getting it. Like I said, I got sunshine. Matter of fact, I've got the AC going in here right now because it's starting to get too warm.
Right.
But yeah, we haven't had an actual storm come through in about 3 weeks now. And the last one, it knocked the power out for about 6 hours.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah, and that was the main reason why.
Uh-oh. You froze up, buddy. If you can hear me. You froze up. Pure Pontiac says, hey, JB. Looks like our partner in crime here on this live froze up. Pure Pontiac Garage. In the house again. I appreciate you, buddy. I really do. I appreciate all of you. Getting to learn a little bit here how to use this stuff. What do we got? We got an hour and 13 minutes in. Yeah, something happened. Oh, Mater's gone. Good morning, Pure Pontiac. I'm just on here testing this live stuff again, and then Mater came in and helped me out, learning how to use it. The AC he's using is so good he froze, right? That's a good one, Mark. I wonder if he'll come back in or not. I have to wait and see. He taught me how to put the thing in the chat there to get it to come in and where it'll show across the bottom here. It's pretty neat stuff, guys. If you've never done a live, it's pretty neat. It's pretty cool. Well, we got 4 people in here. We're almost up on an hour and 15 minutes of goofing around. Should we stay live? Or should we call it a day? What do you think, guys? Did you pin the link in, Skip? Yeah, it's up here somewhere. Where'd it go? Well, heck, let me do it again. All right, so let me see if I remember how he said to do it. Oh, there's Mikes Carhole. There's Mike.
Hey, what's up, man?
How you doing?
Not too bad. Can you hear me?
Yeah, perfect.
So, yeah, the StreamYard stuff is stuff I've been doing. I do late nights pretty much 3-4 nights a week. I'm on my phone right now, but if you need help, it's stuff I'm very familiar with. The other thing I'll say, I wrote it in the chat, but overlays are really important.
I saw something about an overlay, and I honestly don't understand what that was.
So when you get somebody new coming up or somebody you don't know or don't trust, there's a lot of people doing porn bombing and other things.
Oh.
And so what you want to do is if you want to bring somebody up, you throw an overlay which covers the screen, and then you can find out if they're a legit person or not. So like for me, I have random pictures of my cars, some other stuff. I'll throw an overlay if somebody comes up that I don't know.
Okay, so where do I find the overlay at in the StreamYard thing?
So you have on the side where you see your chat. There's a couple different. There's was it messages? I think it's banners.
Yeah,
Another one, and then it's private messages. I think it's the second one down. There's overlays. Second or third tab. There's 4 tabs.
Yeah, it says comments, then banners, then brand, and then private.
Yeah, branding is where your overlay would be. And StreamYard has just generic ones because you're on the free version of StreamYard. It looks like with the StreamYard logo up in the corner.
Yep.
I don't know if you can upload an overlay in there or not, but if you scroll down in that tab, you'll see overlays, and
I see it.
click on it and just put an overlay up and see what they have. So that put up that overlay. It's got StreamYard in the top corners. You can add your own pictures, but the main thing is like you would want to cover, say, my face. So I'm not going to do nothing to you, but what I'm saying is for the future, if you're bringing people up, before you would click them up, you would want to do an overlay, cover where they would be. That way it protects you if they try to do something crazy.
Yeah, okay, I clicked on it, and you can't see it, but it's over my screen right now. It says free plan comes with 1 example overlay. If you'd like to use your own, check it at our upgraded plans.
Right. Well, the overlay you put did come up. It was a banner in the top left corner and the bottom right. See right there.
Yeah.
That doesn't cover anything. And like I said early on, like I come from like I'm in the car community. I do car content, but I hang out with a lot of trolls, and that's the kind of stuff that they do. Okay. So it's just one of those things. Like you're gonna want to get some overlays to cover and protect yourself. I don't recommend always dropping your link in the chat because me being from a troll community, there's a lot of people that know how to hack computers and they can get access to your shit.
Oh.
So I always send, whenever I do my StreamYard links, it's only people that I trust, and I send them to them on like IG or text message. So I still get the link just like how he taught you. But then when I get that link, I send it out privately. So only people that I allow on my live would get it.
Right. That's what I started doing is, like I said, I started getting the trolls and everything coming in. So I would either send it via email to somebody or through Messenger. And it was only people that I knew. I did have a live.
Right. And yeah, that's the
someone actually popped up that I had no idea who it was. And I saw him down in the basement. Everything's like, I have no idea who this person is. So I didn't
also for if that badass C10 or bad attitude C10 is still in here, you don't need a camera to do StreamYard. So like you can turn off your camera. Let me show you. I don't have my so and then you can do a whole stream with just an avatar, and it is a very normal thing for people to do lives with just your avatar. So you don't a camera isn't necessary. And in most circumstances you don't need it.
Right.
So if you want to do lives, and if you would like to, you can come. I have a live. I do late night live. So tonight I have a team that I do lives with. We'll be live at like midnight on my channel. If you want, you can come over and check out kind of how we do stuff. And kind of see, because there's other ways, like you can share. I can't do it on my phone. If I pop on my computer real quick, I can share videos with you. Yep. There's a lot I can teach you. I normally run a green screen background behind me, so I have either like my logo or like a video of my truck or something like that playing behind me. And the other thing I'll say too is lighting. Like this guy at the bottom, what is your name, sir?
Mater.
Mater's got really good lighting where he's at. The lighting that you have, Dark Hollow, is a little bit dark. I'm not saying, you know, you're learning. It took me a long time. If you look at my first live to how I do lives now, it took a long time to get used to it. So
yeah, this is my only my second time ever attempting this.
Yeah, what I would say is go on Amazon. The easiest thing is just get a ring light.
Okay.
And you just put it. So are you on your computer?
Yeah, I'm on a laptop.
Yeah, so I just set my ring light right behind my computer, and I just point it right at my face.
Okay.
So lighting is really important. And the ring lights are cheap. They're like $20 or something. They're not very expensive.
All right.
It's like for me, you know, I'm out here in the garage, so all the lighting I've got out here is all the Braun lights that I've gone to Harbor Freight and got, and I've actually got one that's like right up here. So I mean, I turn that on when I go live, but normally I've got it turned off. So I'm sitting.
Oh
there like,
yeah. Okay.
So there's a difference. Okay. So like when I'm going to go live or up on someone's panel, I make sure to turn this one on. That way I've got light coming at me.
Well, you know what I'll try on the next one? I've got, you know, those 3-petal LED lights that just screw right into a bulb socket?
Yeah.
I've got one of those on a shop light, portable shop light thing I can move around. I'll put it on the other side of the room then, I guess. I'll try that.
Yeah, because like right now my lighting is horrible. I'm in my garage myself, or my car hole as I call it.
Oh, you're coming in clear as a bell.
Yep.
Yeah, but my normal stuff, you know, like you won't even see the shadow under the brim of my hat. You know, it's just the way that I have my lighting. But you know, I typically run green screen when I'm live. So, and StreamYard, I don't know on the free version, but you have access to run green screen on StreamYard. You don't need a third party, or it would be a fourth party essentially. But I'm going to be switching because it's limited on StreamYard. I'm going to be switching to OBS for my green screen, and then put it on StreamYard to put it on YouTube.
Okay.
And then the other great thing about StreamYard is you can dump it on Rumble and Odyssey and Kick all at the same time.
Yep.
So if for some reason you have a stream that just goes wild on Rumble monetizes you right away. So does Odyssey.
Oh, you're breaking up there, buddy.
Yeah. And see, I've got Rumble also.
So,
and all my videos on Rumble that I do on YouTube and everything, they go over there automatically. I've got it tied, and all my videos over on Rumble are monetized already.
Yeah, you can get monetized, but what I'm saying is you can live stream both.
Yep.
So like my videos will upload to Rumble, but what I'm saying is you can go live on Rumble and YouTube at the same time.
Yep.
The other thing I'll tell you too is when you do StreamYard, let's say you have a booming chat. Let's say you have 50 people in your chat. It only counts as long as you're using a third party, i.e. StreamYard, it only counts as one view.
Oh, really?
It would, for as far as watch hours. Now views, it counts views. So if it was 50 views, it's 50 views. But it only counts as one time watch hour. It's the rewatches that help you with the watch hours that you need. Yep. So it's a misconception because you can have a killer live and have 200, 300, 400 people in there, but it only counts as one view on YouTube side for watch hours.
Okay.
The rewatch is where that will be at. And that's where it's important to set your settings to where people can interact with you via the live chat. Because if you're rewatching somebody's live and you're interacting with the chat, especially if you're not pinning their comments, the person that's rewatching is really bored because you can't see what everybody's talking about.
Yeah.
And you know, you may go off on a tangent that just doesn't make sense for somebody watching. So you want to make sure you leave your live chat up unless something pops off in the live chat.
I saw a couple of different things, and Mater was telling me about it, that the StreamYard doesn't do that, where it holds the comments on the rerun of it.
Well, if you pin it, so like if you click on a comment, it'll show up on the screen, and then that will show anybody who's rewatching it what you pinned. So like anybody watching that right there will see that, whether the live chat's up or not.
Right.
And then
So it's
So
a pretty
that-
good thing. It's a pretty good thing for me to constantly be making sure that stuff's popping up so people can see it.
yeah, because anybody viewing it can now see, bad attitude C10 just hit me up, or he said something.
Right.
And so anybody that's watching the replay will now be able to track, because we may be talking about said comment. So like I don't typically hit all of them, because like when you come into a chat, you usually like, hey, what's up? You say hi to the 10 or 15 people in there, and there'll be 20 or 30 comments of just saying hi to one another. I'll highlight comments that are relevant to what we're talking about.
Right.
Okay.
Now, one thing I would suggest is make sure you've got some moderators, because if you've got trolls or people that come in and start causing problem, they can actually get rid of them. They can block them, they can report them, and everything to keep your stream the way it's supposed to be.
Well, last night while I was on Buck Does It, his live, he made me a moderator in there just in case anything happened. I could boot him out.
Right. And I know you don't have anybody that is a moderator. So, I mean, it's very good to have mods and everything.
Right.
So like I said, they can keep an eye on the chat, and say someone put something in there that is inappropriate, they can actually hide that and everything. I mean, I've been on streams and everything where one person comes in, you don't recognize the name, and they will start typing out a word letter by letter, and it's like, no, you don't want that.
Okay.
Yeah, and be very cautious to who you make managing moderators, because a managing moderator can essentially delete your channel. I'm gonna pop up on my computer here in just a second.
Yeah.
Let me
that's why I've only got one that's a managing mod, and that's my girlfriend. But everybody else that I've got is just a standard mod, where they can only do the stuff I was talking about, but they can't do anything else to your channel.
Okay.
And I think with YouTube, you can only have I think one standard, or you're only allowed 2 administrative modders.
No, you can have as many as you want. I don't recommend doing any more. Like me, I have 2 or 3 managing mods, people that I really trust, and then anybody that I know or that comes in that I know isn't a troll or is a friendly, I will make them a standard moderator. Right. That way they can't be timed out, or if something comes up, they can get rid of it.
Right.
All right. I gotta resend this link to myself.
Right. And for me, I've actually, this past Monday, I actually had to take someone's wrench away because they came in with a comment, and it's like, no, you don't start saying that, even though they're a mod, because of their attitude and everything. I took it away.
So you booted them out permanent?
No, they're not booted out. I just took away their moderation.
I got you. Okay.
Like they can still come in and still type in chat and everything, which is fine. But I took their wrench away. That way they can't, do something to somebody else.
Oh, the wrench that shows up by their name.
Right. Their name is everything in blue, and they've got the wrench, which shows that they're a moderator.
Okay. Like I said, guys, I'm brand new to all of this. The whole YouTube thing, I'm brand new to it.
Right. And that's why, Mike, and I are trying to help you.
And I thank you very much.
Right. I mean, like I said, he probably knows more. He might know some things I don't, and I might know some things he doesn't. And between the 2 of us, be able to help you out.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna drop out of my phone. My computer. I'm backstage.
Okay.
But now, if you, like I said, now to make someone a moderator, you have to go through the YouTube side. You can't do it on the StreamYard. Okay. That's why I'm saying if you have the pop out chat and everything, if you have the YouTube chat popped out to the right, and you still got, like I said, for me, I've got the YouTube and I've got the StreamYard chat, both of them going. Okay. You can't do it in the StreamYard side. You actually have to be over in the YouTube side to make someone a moderator.
Well, which one's actually better? Is the YouTube better than the StreamYard, or
They both have their advantages.
Okay.
Like I said, there's things you can do in the StreamYard side you can't do in YouTube, but there's things you can do in YouTube you can't do in StreamYard.
Says I left and came back, and my chat came back. What does that mean? Oh, here he is.
Yeah.
There he is.
Yep.
So this is my green screen. The other thing you can do with your green screen, if you want, and I think this is only on the paid side, but I can just completely blur myself out too, and just have whatever picture, and it goes full screen.
Oh yeah.
So there's a couple different cool options you could do. You can also do like video.
What ASO uses?
I don't know who ASO is, so I would
Auto,
have to.
Auto Salvage Outlaw.
Yeah, Auto Salvage Outlaw.
I see.
Well, I know a lot of people, because this is just the green screen that's on StreamYard. Most people that have been doing it for a while do their green screen through OBS, upload OBS to StreamYard.
Okay.
So I'll be doing that shortly, but and then I can fade it out the other way, and then you can kind of see my green screen setup.
That truck you're using for your background?
Yeah.
The turn signals on the top of those headlights are hanging right here on the wall.
Oh, no kidding?
Yeah.
That was one of the very first trucks I ever rode in.
I had a black one, and I had one that was a farm truck with a wood bed, and I had one that was street rotted and lowered down.
And then I have a ton of different backgrounds I use. Let's see. Show a
that
couple
one's pretty cool.
ones. So this is my late night one when I go late night with my guys. I don't know if you can see that.
Nice.
I have my Suburban. One of my high school cars. I had a 72 Nova.
I had a 68.
This is my current C10. Here's when I was in high school, my C10 from high school. So like I keep a lot of, and then I have some random troll stuff that I have. I'm not going to put on your screen. So I just keep different backgrounds, and then I have tons of different avatars too. Before I turn off my camera, let me make sure I don't have one of my troll ones up.
Now, are you in StreamYard right now, or are you in YouTube's?
I'm on StreamYard.
Okay, and you got the paid one?
Yeah, I pay for StreamYard.
Okay.
I paid for the year because it ended up being cheaper. This is one of my stickers that I have. If anybody's interested.
This vehicle identifies as an electric vehicle. What?
Yep.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I made stickers.
My 66. What's it? It's not showing.
It's green screen, so you can't see, but it looks just like that.
Does it?
Yeah, it looks just like that.
Right. And that's another thing. See, now for me, I did pay for StreamYard because I was, streaming so much for a while, and then I just stopped. And it's like, why pay for something when I'm not getting full use out of it? So I just went back over to the free one. But yeah, if you do pay for StreamYard for a full year, it comes out to being cheaper.
Mm-hmm. The other thing I learned with StreamYard too is if you do the monthly and you cancel it, and then you can get a cheaper price, but they'll leave. I'm going backwards. They'll leave that stuff up there, but you can get all the features like I have with this green screen. Like I have pretty much unlimited avatars I can switch between. The only thing is they'll leave that StreamYard logo up in the corner. Like now when I do mine, it's my logo that's up in the corner.
Okay.
Which it's hard to see on that one because that one's blacked out, but my logo will be up in the corner.
I see it. Yeah.
Instead of StreamYard.
How much is a year?
What I wound up paying was like $240, and that was for 1 year because it comes out to $20 a month.
Okay.
But now, if you
That's
want to
not
pay
bad.
for it, but now if you want to pay month by month, then I think it comes out to about either 25 or $30 a month.
Okay.
I think that's the higher end version. There's like a mid. I only think I paid like 160 or 70 for the year.
Right. Sometimes they do an offer. Now, like what you were saying, like when I got rid of mine, when I switched over back to the free, they actually came up where I could have stayed with the paid, but it would have had the StreamYard duck and everything up there. And I think it was like $99 for a year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now I do know
Yeah.
that every now and then, StreamYard will offer a special where you can get a complete year for like it's either $100 or $120, and you get the full everything for free.
But yeah, I use StreamYard a lot. Like I've invested quite a bit in my computer. I have, microphone set up
Wow.
on off. So like if I have to do something, it comes on and off really easy. If you want to do green screen, they're not super expensive. Mine's just fabric I bought at Joann's and hung up.
Yep.
Spend some money on your microphone. Also get yourself a headset. Like I just have.
I was wondering
Just a
what
blue-
you were wearing there.
It's just a Bluetooth headset. So like I just swap them out one at a time, and
Okay.
it connects to my computer via Bluetooth. So I just set it up. I can hear this. That way they're because what happens on StreamYard or just in general when you're streaming, everything's fine as far as audio until somebody else talks because my computer makes noise. Then my microphone picks up that noise and puts it back out. Now,
Okay.
running a headset, it doesn't matter. Anything can be going on and it's not picking that up.
Right. Now, for me, when I'm running on my desktop, I've actually got a camera that has got a built-in microphone I picked up at Walmart, I think for about $40. And that's what I'm using. But this computer had no sound system. So I actually spent I forget how much it was, but it comes with the two little speakers for stereo and everything. I've got one on each side, and I've got the subwoofer down below. But I've actually got the speakers behind the camera, so that helps where the microphone won't pick up the speaker sound.
Okay.
But I would highly recommend getting yourself some Bluetooth headphones. These were only like 30 or 40 bucks on Amazon.
Right.
What's
And
the
I just
name on
swap
that?
them out.
What was the name on it?
Golrex.
Golrex?
Yeah, like I said, they were like 30 or 40 bucks on Amazon. I have several sets. I have a different set that I use for my phone. It's the same setup. And then a set for my computer. And I just do one at a time because I can hear everything you're doing, everything everything that's going on, no problem. And then if this one starts to die, swap it out and put the other one in. Let this one charge.
Was it
Right.
like a
Right. And I
USB
do know-
rechargeable?
Yeah. Yep.
And one thing I've noticed is, some of the YouTubers, they do, they've got like the microphone like what he's got, but they also have the earphones that they wear
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah, I just don't like that big thing because then I
No.
can't hear stuff around me.
Right.
Personally, I just prefer the little earbud. That's just a preference of mine because I have used those big headphones before, and I've even used the ones with the microphones. Mine is just a headset, and I have an external microphone.
Right.
That's just by preference. Just
Right.
that's
And that works for you. And, one thing I always say is whatever works for you, use it. For me, my setup is working perfect for what I've got going. So, I mean, it may not work for you, it may not work for him, but then it might work for somebody else.
I wasn't
just
sure
stuff-
what to even start with. I've got
and that's
this
the
little
same thing. When I
microphone.
first started my lives, I was horrendous. So it's just a progression. Like I've watched a lot of other people, learned, and then just doing it because every time
Right.
I go live, I get better. Like I can share videos with you because I pay for stuff. So like,
Yeah.
I don't think you can. I don't think you can do it, but I can play a video, share it with you, and you can put it on the screen. I'm not going to do it, but there's a lot to it.
No,
Okay.
that's in the present tab at the bottom and everything. I mean, he can do it. I know I could do it.
Oh, I see the present tab down
Right.
there.
So it's like for me, if I wanted to present something, I could go out there and I could find, and I've done it on my live streams. Like someone's asked about something, I'll go out there and I'll open up another tab and they'll ask, well, what's this? Say, because I like going to Harbor Freight to buy stuff. And it's like, okay, well, let's see how much it is. I'll go there, open it up, and then I'll come down and present that. I can open up that tab in the StreamYard. And it's like I can actually show them what I'm talking about.
I can see on the screen here, you two are lit up perfect, and I'm over here in the dark.
Yeah.
So I shared a video with you. So all you got to do is click it like you're adding somebody else. This is just one of my videos.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
No. Get back to fucking work. It's time to get back to work. I don't care what you're going to do, but go out there and make something of yourself, for God's sake. Don't make excuses. Don't blame any other person or any other thing. So what's your fucking excuse? Life's one big fucking head game. You're losing. You've made.
Yep.
That's cool.
That was just a little slideshow I put together in my truck a while ago, but yeah, like I can share videos. Like I'm not gonna just share any random thing with you guys, but yeah, that's just kind of the capabilities. But
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I really do.
so
Like I
and it
said,
sounds like the Master
I-
Workshop's pretty good as far as this stuff goes too. So he's definitely a good resource.
Who's
Oh, yeah.
that?
Mater.
Who's that? Mater? Oh yeah.
Mater.
Well,
So-
like I said, the first time I ever did this was yesterday.
Yeah.
And I just kind of popped on and gave it a shot. I didn't know what I was doing. I just figured, well, it's either going to be okay or it's going to be absolutely terrible. I don't know.
Right.
Right.
Well, I gotta head out, but I just wanted to pop up and just give you some other things to think about. I would highly recommend considering some kind of hearing device, a microphone. And I'm not going to tell you to pay for StreamYard. Wait until you've used it a lot more.
Right.
But lighting, microphone and something to hear with is the first things I would focus on.
Right.
Well,
And then also get yourself some moderators that can take care of you, protect you. It's really important. And people like you see in the chat, I don't know who is like your longtime supporters, friends, whatever, but people you trust.
I'm all new. I really don't know anybody because I'm fresh into this, messing around with YouTube, and
Okay, just be careful and don't make anybody that you don't know managing moderator because they can burn your channel down.
Oh yeah.
So that has to be somebody you really, really trust.
Right. Just if you want to have a mod, just have them as a standard mod. That's going to be your safest bet right there.
Okay.
Yeah. And you're gonna want, like you have, I think 4 in the chat or something right now. For the most part, you're always gonna want to try to have one moderator in your chat. So the next couple times you go live, just pay attention to who comes, and those are your supporters.
Yep.
Okay.
And those would be the people that I would moderate.
Okay.
So
Now
I'm not saying to moderate everybody, but you definitely want some moderators.
like right now, looking in my chat, how would I make one of those a moderator?
Okay. Now,
You have to go on
StreamYard or
the
YouTube side?
StreamYard is all I have.
Okay.
So you have to-
that's what I'm saying. You'd have to do that. Make them a moderator in the YouTube side. Okay. You would actually, right. Kind of like how I've got the YouTube chat popped out, because on that side, like I said, that is where you could do everything as far as making them a moderator. You can't do that in the StreamYard side.
Okay.
But like I always run a separate tab. So like right now I have YouTube tab up top, I have Instagram tab, and I have my StreamYard tab. So like I'll switch over to YouTube right now. It doesn't look any different on your end, and I can be doing stuff in the YouTube side. And as far as what you're seeing, it looks exactly the same. That tab is still running.
Right.
So it's just having different tabs. So like I'll always have, like if I'm live, I'll have my YouTube tab up. So I can just go over to my YouTube tab and address things on the YouTube side if I need to.
Right. And that's
Okay.
exactly what I've got. Because for me, on my tabs, I've got, the YouTube. Of course, I got my Facebook, got my Rumble, my email, and one tab open for my own channel and everything. That keep an eye on that. And then I got the StreamYard tab that's open right now, but it's got the little red dot, or I guess you could say the target sign, and that tells me which one is at.
Okay.
That, as far as what is the camera's focused on.
Gotcha.
So
But like I said, you need to go. Like I said, when you do it, you need to shrink your screen down, like I was showing. As far as on the YouTube side, you're going to start there first, okay? And you go in and I think it's the edit button. Go in there, and that's where you can do stuff as far as having the live chat replay going after the stream ends.
Okay.
And that's also, like I said, one thing that helps me is be able to keep the trolls and everything out, have it to where it's subscribers only for a certain amount of time. And there's a lot of channels that will do that, and it helps keep as they say, the bad apples away.
I don't do that. And the only reason I don't do that is because it helps push you into another algorithm. That's why I have when you come to my chat, I have a lot of moderators. So if I do get, like I said, I kind of operate in a troll community. So it's something I'm really familiar with. But I just have a lot of moderators that handle that stuff.
I
Right.
got you.
But
But
each
yeah,
one does their own way. That's what I'm saying.
yeah, absolutely. And you'll find out what works for you, because sometimes the chat will derail you and can ruin a live for you. So if you're one of those people, you would want to do a subscriber only mode, or people you trust, things like that. Me personally, I'm just kind of used to the trolls, and I just let my moderators deal with it and keep going. So that's just my method, but what works for me doesn't work for everybody.
Yeah,
So,
What is this?
like what JB saying, if you can get it set up to where if certain words are brought in, then it'll automatically block.
yep. Like
That's pretty
it
cool,
like
too.
like for instance, a lot of people like try to type out the N word. So you can just block out the N word completely. And so anytime that anybody tries to type that word out, it won't even allow their comment. You may see it on the StreamYard side, because we see things that don't actually hit the YouTube chat.
Right.
And then the other thing too, you'll want to keep in mind, I don't know if you've noticed, there's a delay. There's about a 7 to 8 second delay from StreamYard to YouTube. So when you're waiting sometimes on somebody to respond to you, there is a delay.
Okay.
And most of the time, it'll actually pop up on the YouTube side before StreamYard. And sometimes it's the other way around.
Yep.
And
So
there's
it's just
actual, right. And I was going to say that if I got my phone, I could actually see things and it would come up faster on my phone than actually through the computer for some reason.
Really?
And
the other
sometimes
thing
it's
that,
the other way around.
the other thing that could help you too is I'm assuming you have a phone. And so if you don't want to screw around with all the stuff on your computer, you can run your YouTube on your phone. Just pause it, and you can see the chat, and you can manage your YouTube from your phone while you're dealing with this stuff. If the messing with tabs and different things doesn't work for you on the computer, just use a secondary device and then go that way.
Okay. But it sounds like I really do need to have the YouTube and the StreamYard together.
Correct.
I always have my tab up in case I need to address something. But like I said, I have a large amount of moderators on my channel. I probably have 50 or 60 moderators. So if somebody comes in and starts acting funny, my moderators will just take you out. So
Cool.
if you come in and say something sideways, and granted, you can come in and make fun of me, whatever you want. There's certain sideways things that will get you booted, but
Right.
you coming in and making fun of me, things like that, we're good with that. Like I said, I'm part of a troll community, so that's what people do. They come and make fun of me. But if you come in and try to act sideways, is where my mods will get you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So if it's just standard joking around, lighthearted joking around stuff like buddies do to each other.
Yeah, I mean, if you come in and start, saying I'm fat or I have, my head looks like a penis, that's gonna fly. That kind of stuff's good to go. But you come in and start calling people pedos or dropping the N word or things like that, you'll instantly get
Right.
fucking axed.
Yeah.
So
Right.
You'll get out real fast.
yeah, but like I said, if you want to come in and make fun of me and say, that kind of stuff, that's part of being on the internet. So
Right.
But yeah,
What did JB say? JB said, I've only had to take someone out once on Bucks.
Yep. So that means that JB is a moderator on Buck's channel.
Yeah.
And someone came in there, started acting like a fool. And it's like, gone, timed them out, blocked them, whatever.
Well, I was
Yeah.
on Bucks last night. He told me in his live, he said, Skip, I'm going to do something here for you to help you learn a little bit. And then the next thing I knew, there was something over there, and I was a moderator all of a sudden.
Yep.
And I could see that I could either block them or put them in timeout, or I could actually just go on.
Yeah.
So while he was talking and doing his thing, and, with the No Name Nationals, I was reading his stuff, and nobody was being belligerent or anything, so
Right.
I didn't do anything.
And I was there when he did that and everything. Of course, I was busy trying to get some other things done out here in the garage. Because last night, I've got before 7 o'clock Central, I got to make sure that my mom's got something to eat and before she goes to bed and everything. So between 5:30 and 7, I'm trying to make sure I've got dinner and everything cooked.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm gonna jump down, man. I'm just glad I was able to come up and say hey and all that. You'll see me again.
Man,
and I go
Mike,
live.
I
I
thank
go
you
live
so
on my
much.
channel a couple times a week. So
Okay. I really appreciate it, Mike. Seriously, honestly, thank you.
anytime you have any more questions, man, don't hesitate to ask. You'll see me around. So
Okay.
Yep.
All right, buddy. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Have a good one, guys.
You
All right,
too.
yeah. But
And it's back
and
to
then
us again.
right, and also another thing is you got to watch. If you're on the free one for StreamYard,
Yeah.
you're only allowed 20 hours a month. So once you hit, I think about 12 hours, you'll get like an email and a thing saying, "Hey, you're almost at your allotted amount of time." So you kind of got to watch it.
Okay. Well, we're at
Almost 2 hours.
154 right now. Yeah.
Right. So for me, like I said, I go live twice a week, and I usually got about 16, 17 hours a month. So that's no big deal. I'm still within my window. I hadn't gone over.
Right.
And actually, there was one time actually did go over about 20 minutes, but they won't cut you off.
Oh, they won't cut you off?
Right. So if you've got, say, 15 minutes left at the before your time renews, you can do a 2-hour long stream and they won't cut you off on it.
But does it take off of your next month?
No.
It doesn't?
Nope.
Okay.
And like I said, for me, I think I went over like 20 or 30 minutes, and it's like no big deal. Because the very next day it was renewing.
Well, man,
Like,
I don't know. I don't know
about
how to thank you, Mater. I mean, I really do appreciate it, buddy.
No problem. Like I said, I'm glad I'm here, to help, and glad Mike was able to come in. And
Here's a question for you here, Mater. I'm new at this. I don't know. So if you join a live, does it count towards your time, or
no,
do you have to be the host?
you have to be the host. The only time that it counts towards yours on your own channel is if you are the one doing it. So, like for me, my time that I'm on here with you, it counts towards you. It doesn't count towards me.
Oh,
yeah.
So it doesn't help you at all to be on here then.
No, it helps you. Now, if I'm doing a live and you're up on panel, then
Then
it's
you're
not
getting
you. I'm getting all the time.
I got you. Oh, bad attitude says I got you.
Yeah. So that's the thing is it's the channel themselves. They're the host, so everything goes towards them. It's not how many people are up on panel. It's all going towards, like right now, everything's going towards you. Nothing's
Oh,
counting
okay.
me.
JB, you still out there? Jump in here, JB. Just for a little bit, and then we'll call it a day. These guys have burned my brain out.
Oh, like I said, hopefully, you learned something.
Oh, I did.
Okay. But like I said, you would have to get some things set up on the StreamYard or the YouTube side before going live.
Okay. What is
And-
bad attitude says? What if you are streaming someone's live on your channel live as well?
Now they do have that option right now. Then okay, so like right now, say I'm up on his, and I want to, if he would let me, if he had the tab and everything open, I could share it on my channel, and both of us would get the watch time.
Oh,
See, that's one thing StreamYard is doing, or YouTube is doing, that would allow that to happen.
okay.
But that's something you have to do on the YouTube side. You can't do it on StreamYard.
Okay. So I gotta get my YouTube side set up so that I can do what you guys are doing.
Right. But
Okay.
like I said, when you do live stream, I would, like I said, I would, make your screen smaller on the YouTube, and then go up there where it's at and click on the three little dots, and scroll down where it says, pop out chat, get that popped out and have that off to the side, and then bring up your StreamYard. That
Okay.
way, because like I said, right now I've got StreamYard chat and everything right here on one side, but off to the right of that, I've got the YouTube chat and everything.
And it should the YouTube is showing everything that's showing up here.
Correct.
Okay. So
And like I said,
it's tied together.
they're tied together. But like I said, on the YouTube side, that's where you go in there and you can make someone a moderator and everything else.
Okay.
Like I said, you can't do it on StreamYard. You have to do it. That's what I'm saying. Some things you can do on StreamYard, you can't do on YouTube, but then there's things you can do on YouTube you can't do on the StreamYard.
Okay. Yep. We got
they're doing this number. They work together.
but one has features the other one doesn't.
Correct.
And back and forth. What
Right.
does a bad attitude says? Okay, but does it count your hours then?
If
he's
I'm sharing, right now, if he's like I said, now if he's doing a stream and then I've got it set up where I'm running it on mine, he gets the hours and I'm getting hours. I'm getting the view time.
So, and it counts against you as far as counting down on your time, right?
Yeah, it would.
Okay. Did that answer that for you, bad attitude?
Hopefully.
That made sense to me. I see, because you're sharing it.
Right. I'm sharing it, so it does count towards my hours.
Okay.
If I'm on the free one.
All right.
I don't do it that often and everything.
Okay, he says gotcha.
Yep.
What are you doing today, bad attitude? You just hanging out? Working in the garage or just chilling? JB says he's running down the interstate.
Well, I guess he needs the exercise. Me, if I'm going down the interstate, I'm driving. I'm not running.
What's he say? The wife has the radio cranked or I would jump in. Oh, okay. Well, let her have her radio, man. You got to have some jams going down the road.
Well, she's going to have to slow down for him to jump in the car.
Well, JB, thank you for dropping in on my little impromptu trying to learn live here. I appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, I've got yard work I gotta get done.
Yeah, I got to get moving myself. I didn't expect to be on this long. I was just goofing around, but by God, it was worth being on today. I'll tell you, you guys
Yep.
jumping in here.
Oh,
I got a
I'm
whole new respect for how this all works now.
Yep. Of course, for me, I'm still kind of recovering from my little accident the other day.
What accident was that? Did I miss something?
No, I found out how sharp the saw blade was.
Oh, is there anything gone?
No, it just sliced into the thumb.
Uh,
Yeah, it was on my table saw.
oh, dude.
Because in the garage here, it was, if you go back and start watching all my live streams from over 2 years ago, you see how much I've changed things in here, cleaned things out and rearranged stuff. But like where I've got this white sheet and everything, that's basically an open wall. This is like an old 2-car garage
Okay.
and everything. And here in the back, where you see this right here, believe it or not, that on the other side of that is the alleyway. And basically, the way it was designed is on the other side of this over here is coming down the driveway from the side of the house. So you
Okay.
pull the car in over here. But where I'm sitting at, if you want to put the other car in, you had to slide that door open from the alleyway and pull in.
Oh, okay.
But that door is not operational and everything. So it's kind of gotten rotted away and it's not sealed up. So I just took a framework and, got the new framework and everything put there. And I just found some old fabric and I just got it stapled on there to help seal it up a little bit more. And that's the same way I've got for here to help kind of close that area there off.
Right. Okay. What lives do you jump in on in the evenings? Kind of on a regular basis, I guess I'm asking.
Well, it depends upon what day of the week.
Okay.
There's different ones throughout the week. Of course, Mondays and Wednesdays I do my own live stream. And then Tuesday, there's a stream over on Rumble I watch dealing with motorcycles. And then usually there's another one about 8 or 8:30 on Tuesdays I watch. It depends upon who's going live on Thursday and Friday. And weekends, it's whoever is going live.
I see a lot of people go live on, the Friday, Saturday, and
Right.
at night they're like back to back.
Yep.
My wife and I, we don't stay up as late as everybody else does. It looks like on the YouTube world.
Well, now Friday night, I know the first Friday night of the month, you've got Ice Spider, him and his little group. They go live and they do like a little trivia.
Okay.
And then they do like an after party live. And I've been up on his before. And then, like I said, there's other channels. I mean, I've been on Bucks. I've been on Jack Stands and Center Blocks.
Okay.
Now on Sunday nights, there's a guy that I've been on, and it's Polar Bear Ed.
Polar Bear Ed?
Polar Bear Ed. He's a guy, he's up in Ohio, and him and Mark, they take lawn tractors and get them all souped up and everything and do tractor pulling with them.
Really?
Yep.
That must be fun.
They take old Cub Cadets and they actually get them built up where they hook them up to the sled and everything and they do pull-offs just like regular tractors.
Huh. That's pretty cool.
And then usually on Sunday night, I watch, there's a channel called Den of Tools. And he's always talking about all kinds of different tools. That's how I actually got started on YouTube.
Okay. Well, that sounds cool with all kinds of different tools.
Right. I mean, it's not main. Now, I will admit the main thing he does deal with is Harbor Freight,
That's okay.
but I mean, he will deal with all the other brands. Jeff will put out videos usually about once or twice a week on different tool brands. Uh, and as far as what is, deals of the week, usually that's on a Monday. Uh, he'll put other information out. Like I know, like the what he put out, I think earlier this morning was Lowe's actually got hacked on their computer system.
They did.
Yep. So personal information, if you have a Lowe's account, your private information might have gotten hacked into.
Now, I don't have a Lowe's account.
Right. But I mean, like I said, there's that channel. I've got coin community channels I watch. My girlfriend is into the yarn community, so there's people out there, in the yarn community I watch.
Now, you're pretty deep into it all the way around.
I mean, and even in woodworking, automotive, small engines, and now that's the one thing that I'm into is with my channel. I try to be diverse about anything and everything,
Right.
and like you and I were talking about motorcycles earlier.
Right.
I don't mind. I've got channels that deal with motorcycles. There's that Doc Harley. I don't know if you're familiar with him. I'm trying to remember the Harley dealership he works at, but he actually works for a Harley dealership. I'll watch his stuff.
Yeah, I kind of got away from after I was there at Harley for a total of 13 years, and I just kind of got burned out on the whole thing.
Right. Kevin Baxter, he's also another one I'll watch. Now, he doesn't have a Harley dealership, but he does talk about working on motorcycles. But like I said, I'm not just specific on one particular channel as far as what I watch. I'm watching all over.
All over the place.
I'm all over, and that's one thing I like. Dealing with history, like there's very few subjects that I don't watch. I mean, even the Second Amendment and stuff that's going on with that.
Yeah.
First Amendment auditing. I'm watching stuff on that.
Uh-oh, what did he say? He's a YouTube jack of all trades.
Yep, that's it.
Hey, we got a new one in. Got a new one in. Does nothing special just popped in.
And there's someone else I've seen in the chats and everything. But yeah, that's a tagline on my channel. Is like a jack of all trades, master of none.
Yep. So let me ask you a quick question on this. It shows up in my top part here, it shows 4. Does that include you and me, or is that the people that are in the chat?
That's it doesn't include you. I don't know if it would include me, but it basically would show everybody that's in chat.
Okay.
Everybody that's watching.
So I guess we got 4 people watching.
Yep.
But heck, we're 2 hours and 10 minutes in now.
But yeah, like I said, with me on my channel, there's a lot of different channels I watch. It's not
mostly mine is all car stuff.
I like watching the car stuff because I mean I used to dirt track race years ago.
Okay.
And so yeah, I'm into that. Yeah, I'm also into drag racing. I like watching that.
You gonna go to the No Name Nationals this year?
I would like to, but unfortunately, like I said, I've been out of work since October. So funds are limited as far as what I can and can't do.
Gotcha.
Thank goodness finally figured, basically got my health issues kind of figured out what caused it and got it back on track.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, because I mean, I was in and out of the ER between September and November 6 different times.
Jeez. But you're okay now? You're doing all right? Getting steady?
Yeah, I'm doing better. Actually, I've gotten with a new doctor and everything at the low cost clinic. And this one actually listened to me and is actually agreeing as far as what caused the problem and to get it corrected.
Well, at least it's correctable.
Yeah. And I had a very bad digestive tract issue going on.
Okay.
Bad enough to where I was taking hydrocodone.
That's not
And
good.
if anybody knows, that's a very strong narcotic pain relief.
Yeah, you can get hooked on that stuff.
Thank goodness I didn't, and I'm glad. But yeah, for a while there, I was basically being a space cadet. Didn't know what was going on. Girlfriend tried waking me up for lunch one time, and she came back in. I was still asleep. Came back in about 2 hours later, waking me up and said, "Hey, it's time to eat." I says, saw what time was. I says, "How come you didn't fix anything earlier?" She goes, "I did, and I tried waking you up, and you went back to sleep."
Wow.
I didn't even know it. And I didn't find out till a little while ago that I actually called her by my first wife's name. That's how much I was That's how much I was out of it. She knew it and everything, but it's because of the medication I was on.
Right. I guess we got a few people traveling today.
Yep.
Something's going on with JB. He keeps saying it's not posting his message.
Well, he's not hitting the send button. That's probably why.
Did you hear that, JB? Mater says, hit the damn send button, son.
Hit the send, not the delete. But yeah, like I said, and hopefully I can get back to work soon. And now I did actually have someone that he's up in Canada, and he knew I was talking about going to No Name. He was actually willing to. He said, "How much would it cost for me to go?" And he was going, "I could raise that kind of funds for you." And I figured it would cost me about $500 to go from where I'm at here in Texas up to No Name.
Well,
And that would
how many hours is that?
It's
I got 6 on my end.
I think it's about 7 on my end.
Is it?
Yeah. But for getting a hotel room, gas going there, food, and everything else, I might be able to help, but
follow me, Mater. That way, if I break, I have help.
I can tell you.
Where are you at, Bad Attitude? You in Texas where he is?
But no, it's like, yeah, I would love to go and bring, give me some good content for the channel, some good memories and stuff like that. But I flat out told him, it's like, yeah, I would love to go, but the money I could actually get equipment for here inside the garage.
Yeah.
That would actually do more help for me than having the money for that. I mean, that would be like a one-time thing. Yeah, like I said, I'd have the content and the memories, but I mean, a different planer, a different or a better dust collection system, stuff like that. I could actually use and put more. You can get more use out of it.
It's a wiser way to spend your money.
Right, and that's exactly it. I mean, yeah, I would love to go and everything, but unfortunately, right now I've only got one vehicle that would drive up there, and that's my daily driver. I could compete with it, but or I could, take my white glide up there.
There you go.
And I could take the bike up there. I
That's
mean,
a long ride.
it'd be worth it. But here's the drawback: if I go up there and race it, something breaks on it. That's
Yep.
my ride back home.
Yep.
And if I ain't got the money to fix it, I'm SOL.
Right. Well, I'm self-employed, so I got to watch every one of my nickels.
Yep.
It's one of the reasons I saw that you could pay for StreamYard and that I could get more stuff on it, but I was like, well,
Right.
I don't even know if anybody would even bother watching a live that I did, so I can't put the money in when I'm counting all my pennies.
Well, I know for me, my first live stream, I had nobody show up.
Nobody at all?
Nope. I mean, like I said, of course, that was when I was first getting started.
Yeah.
And then it just built up, and
I've only been playing with this about 8 months, I think, where I started doing videos, and really I kind of did it so that if I suddenly passed away, family could watch it or friends,
Right.
if they just wanted to hear your voice one more time or something like that.
Right.
And share doing my powder coating for people learning.
Now, Bad Attitude, where exactly, how south of me are you? I'm trying to remember. I think you said it, but I don't remember offhand.
He just said south.
Yeah, he's saying he's south of me, but I don't remember exactly where.
You still there, Bad Attitude?
Of course, one thing, okay, yeah. Yeah, he's not far from Jim's. That's what I was thinking.
What's Jim's?
That's that cycle shop I was talking about that I go to.
Okay.
Yeah. Tell you what, I'll be right back. I've had about 2 cups of coffee, and you know what happens when you drink so much.
Well, my wife's out there rustling around. I think it's time for us to get busy on our day. So we'll go ahead and call it here. And I thank you. Thank you. Thank you for coming in and teaching me and helping me out. It's very much appreciated.
No problem. I appreciate it.
And I appreciate everybody that's come into the chat and everything. And thank you so much.
Hey, well, you have a good one. And hey, Mondays and Wednesdays, 7 o'clock Central. That's when I go live.
7 o'clock, Monday, Wednesday. Okay.
Monday and Wednesday.
Okay. I'll jump in there.
All right.
All right, folks.
I'll catch everybody later. I got to get.
All right. Let's get her off. Thank you, everybody.